Welcome to the Murphy, Sam, and Jodi After the Show podcast.
Shared with you today in the show that there are online Hallmark Christmas movie drinking games. Okay? And you can get, the things that you're supposed. I've never played a drinking game like that, watching something.
Honestly, it was probably college was the last time I played any sort of that kind of drinking game.
The drinking games I played were lame
I
and
didn't
long
need
ago.
games to drink.
Well, that's true. Later on, I didn't.
Yeah, you guys played plenty of games.
I didn't need really any particular reason.
But apparently online circulating, you can grab the Hallmark Christmas movie drinking games, and you know what it's going to be. She runs into the old boyfriend. Yeah. It starts to snow when they kiss, all of that.
Happy
all the
ending.
things. When this happens, you take a drink.
There's probably a bingo card, too, for it.
Funny that you would say that. Lynn emailed us at murphysamandjodi.com.
Okay.
Regarding the RomCom Hallmark drinking game. Well, this is my second message of the day. I don't care, Lynn. Bring it. I had to say about the conversation this morning about the game. We have a group of 10 at the current count coming for Christmas this year. One year we had 10 people, 6 dogs, and 3 sugar gliders. She said, look it up. We know what sugar gliders are, Murphy. We had a neighbor who had a sugar glider.
Yeah, right.
And I fed that thing when they were on vacation.
Yeah, I never had heard of one or seen one and I haven't actually seen one since.
Yeah.
It was
I
small.
can barely remember, but fast.
Did it fly or did it jump?
It just kind of slithered around the...
I thought it flew like a squirrel.
It just kind of jumps, yeah.
I mean, it's a glider.
Well, I never let it out. I fed it through the, enclosure. Yeah. Anyway, she says, look it up. It was a hoot. They usually stay for about a week.
The sugar gliders or everybody else?
Everybody. So I've come up with things to keep people entertained. Lynn, you're a great host. A couple of visits ago, we came up with the RomCom bingo game. Huh. My daughter made bingo sheets, filled the grid with things like Almost Kiss, Christmas Festival. I can't say this one, but Blank Boss. It's a lady boss that starts with a B. Got it. Snowball Fight.
Wow.
Return to a Small Town. Precocious Child. Doomed boyfriend, girlfriend.
Yeah.
Stunning Dress. And other things that typically show up in these movies. Wow. One evening, we turn on the Hallmark Christmas movie and everybody gets a sheet. The person who fills out their sheet first gets a prize. There was usually a lot of laughter calling out the different topics when they show up on the screen, and sometimes disagreements on whether this counts or not for the bingo card.
Yeah.
There are other few things that we typically do, and I've come up with some new ones. It's a fun bunch, and I'm looking forward to Christmas at our house. Lynn, thank you for sharing this idea.
That sounds like fun. Well, it's guilty pleasure stuff, which is why it's still, it works. Mm-hmm. But it is funny how it becomes cliche and funny at the same time.
Yeah, you have to want to sit through you got to really want to win the prize, because I'm not the kind of person, if it's not a movie that really gets my attention, I'm not going to sit for it.
But even though
for 2 hours.
I don't want to watch any of those movies either. But if you got 10 people sitting around with cards and everybody's playing and laughing and obviously drinking.
Yeah.
Then it's fun.
Wait, Lynn didn't say drinking. She said bingo. I don't think they're bingo and drink.
Maybe you played drinking bingo, Sam.
B3, I got it. Drink.
Look, when you get together with a group of people, even family, it's really fun to throw a game in the mix, as long as you don't have the ultra competitive, problematic. You don't want to fight on your hands.
What you mean? Somebody who takes it too seriously, right?
Yes. Yeah, the person that's going to stick to the rules and be a stickler about it.
Yeah. It's fine to stick to the rules, but don't get mad about it. There have been families where that happens. Fights because of games.
Hallmark movies are the kind of movies also that just stay on in the background, I think.
Yeah.
There's some people that, well, no, not at your house, Sam. Not at ours either.
They stay off at my house.
But some people, that when they do these Christmas marathons and that sort of thing, it sort of sets the scene. Everybody's got their own Christmas tradition, so I'm sure there are a lot of those where somebody just kind of has it.
No judgment of any guilty pleasure, ever.
Like
if the Hallmark Christmas movies are your guilty pleasure, you rock them.
You said something at the beginning of the podcast that I have a question for you.
Okay, Murphy.
And this song is one that gets played at Christmas time all the time, as you know. Same Old Lang Syne by Dan Fogelberg.
Yeah.
And it's been around for 40 years, whatever. And it's, yeah. And so
it's a New Year's Eve song, really.
It's really, but it gets played at Christmas time. But the story, the premise of the story in that song is he sees an old girlfriend, right? At the convenience store.
Met my old
like
lover in a grocery store.
At a grocery store.
The snow was falling Christmas Eve.
Right. And then they went outside and they sat in his car and drank and they
beer.
laughed and,
Yeah.
And then that was it. And they went their own way. That sounds like Hallmark movie material to me. In fact, maybe they made a Hallmark movie out of it. Yeah, this song.
I don't know if it's Hallmark movie material. It's just life.
That would be obvious. It seems like someone would make that.
Yeah,
Look,
me too.
In
fact, that sounds like the opening credits right there, doesn't it?
If you told somebody the premise of the song, if Dan Fogelberg, that was who it was, if
Dan
he told
Fogelberg,
somebody at so-and-so records, and said, here's my song. It's, I walk into this store, I'm looking for beer. I meet this old girlfriend. We sit in my car because nothing's open. This is the song. They're going to be like, get out of here. But the way he did it, it's beautiful and it's human. How many times do we run into someone that used to mean a lot to us and you run into them at the store or wherever and you have a moment and then you leave and you like, I wish I could have talked a little longer. Now, I know that's where social media comes into play for a lot of people. You get back in touch or whatever. But
there are some people you see in the grocery store to go, oh, turn your car and go the other way.
That never works. I'm here to say that never works. If you see somebody in a public place and they see you,
I always go up. I acknowledge.
Well,
I'm
saying you can't
somebody.
act like you didn't see them and it worked.
Yeah.
They know you saw them and chose not to speak.
Yeah, I can't do that. I don't know why I can't do that, but I don't do that.
Do you consider that song a Christmas song?
No, but it plays at Christmas.
Yeah.
It makes
sense to me, yeah. It's like anything else. There are people that say it's the same reason that Die Hard is technically not a Christmas movie, but it is.
Yeah.
It's however you adapt and
Die Hard is set at Christmas.
Well, okay.
This song is a New Year's Eve, and even the end, even the title is all about the new beginning. Let go of the old year and let the new in. It's a New Year's Eve song, but they put it in Christmas because people associate that whole time of year.
Yeah, it's
together.
one association. Well, plus, there aren't that many New Year's songs. It's not like you can play. There's two of them and you're done.
You're right. What do you do on New Year's Eve? That always winds up as a Christmas song.
Right.
As well.
Yeah, they all just get bundled together.
Hey, Baby, It's Cold Outside is not a Christmas song. And it's one of those songs, that plays because of the snow.
Yeah.
But until you actually taught me, Jodi, how to listen to lyrics of songs, which is true.
You didn't listen to lyrics.
Now it clicks every song I listen. I hear the lyrics. It's so
are
weird.
A
I don't
story.
know. Yeah, exactly. And so that song now, it is a cool story.
Yeah. What kind of car do you think he's in? Something old and long.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's got to be big enough to hold both of them in a 6-pack of beer. So,
it's just one of those old cars to me.
Yeah.
Like a sedan.
But you can picture that, right? They run into each other. They go sit in the car. I don't remember if he said it was based on a true story or not.
I feel like he said it was. If that makes you feel better.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to Lynn. Thank you for sharing your RomCom bingo game. Not a drinko game, but a bingo game. And it's a good idea. Something fun to do with your family.
Watch Hallmark movies be bigger than ever this year.
Missed any part of the show? Get it all on the Murphy, Sam, and Jodi podcast.